I'm used up, growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough.
Everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow.
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't. Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, kiddos? Welcome to Sports World Radio. That's right, we're here, and we're there, and we're everywhere, and we're back. Had a little hiatus, some technical difficulties, some heat difficulties, some fire difficulties. Yeah, I live in San Diego. You guys know all about the fires, and it was hot, and it was very, very windy, and we had some major problems, so I didn't want to take a chance. So I postponed the show for several days, and we are back. Glad to be back with all you guys. Glad everybody for sticking around with us and hanging with us. Sean Mann, the update man, is with us as usual. We got a special guest with us in the first hour. We got another guest with us in the second hour. We got a jam-packed show. We'll get to all of that in just a minute. SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to the show. We're also simulcasted on HonestAnswerRadio.com as well as Good and Plenty Radio. Thank you for you guys over there listening to us as well. We're glad to be back with all you guys live today. Been a while, but we're back. And we're better than ever. That's right. Twitter, Sports World Radio over there on Twitter, twitter.com/Sports World Radio. Also on Facebook.com/Sports World Radio. Follow us, like us, hang out with us. If you got Skype, you want to get in touch with the show, head on over to SportsWorldRadio.com. Click the little red icon on the left-hand side of the page. It says Call Now, and you'll be directed right to the show for Skype users only. If you want to give us a call and you don't have Skype, 619-663-3715. That's 619-663-3715. Now, what do you say, hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, the guy who doesn't work and goes on vacation, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Jeff. Welcome, everybody. It's 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:06 p.m. on the West. It is Wednesday, May 21st, 2014. Weather is warm and like in the 70s, like 71 or 72. It's nice out here today. How are you, Jeff? And how's the weather for everybody? And you too, Jeff.
It's beautiful out here. It's 77, 78 degrees. Temperature's going up a little bit. Should be in the 80s next week. It's nice and cool finally. Fires are pretty much all gone. Finally cooled down. Thank God for that. Now, also joining with us on Wednesday, normally joins us on Mondays in the second hour, but he's joining us on Wednesday in the first hour, our good friend Nicholas Spiva. What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much, guys. How's it going?
Good. How are you, pal?
I'm doing good. It's 90 degrees here. Man, it's a little warm.
90 degrees there?
Yeah, but you know what? I'll take this weather that's better than we had this time last year. I don't know if you guys remember. That's May 20th. Yesterday's the one anniversary of the F5 tornado that went through Moore, where I live.
Wow.
I missed it by a mile and a half, and my sister missed it by 2 blocks. F5 tornado took out houses, leveled houses, school buildings. It was a mess.
Yeah, my sister don't live too far from Moore neither.
It was crazy. We were running away from the storm. We had golf ball size hail, flash flooding. It was a mess.
Yeah, I remember talking to my sister about that. She lives in Oklahoma as well, my sister.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But I was getting my haircut at the time, and I was right at the place where it went through about 15 minutes later. It was just a crazy day.
Wow. But it's beautiful. It's 90 out there today, huh?
It's 90, a little warm, but we're gonna have a cool down this week. But yeah, it's 90 degrees, sun's shining. So it's
nice
not a bad
out
day.
Here today. It's beautiful out here today. I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of really nice out here. It's comfortable. I'm walking around in a tank top, strutting my guns. You know, strutting my guns for who? Nobody, because there's nobody around me. I'm just here all by myself.
Are you selling tickets?
What, to my guns?
To the gun show?
Yeah, I'm selling tickets to the gun show. You bet your sweet petunias. You bet your sweet petunias. So you haven't been with us in a while, huh, my friend?
It's been about a week. I was with you guys last week. I think it was last Monday.
No, we haven't done a show in quite a while. And with Memorial Day coming up, right? It's Memorial Day coming up this weekend, correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
We're taking Monday off. We hardly ever do it, right, Sean? Hey, Sean, you've been with me for 6 years, right?
Right.
How many Memorial Days have we done shows?
I don't seem to remember that we've done any shows on Memorial
Have we
Day.
done any shows on Memorial Days, or we've always taken Memorial Day off?
Yeah.
We've always taken it off, huh?
Correct.
Oh, I thought we've actually done it.
I can't remember a time when we even did a show on Memorial Day, Jeff.
Oh, I thought we actually did one. That's okay, no big deal. We're gonna take this Monday off for Memorial Day, and then Sean's the guy just got a job and he's going on vacation, Nick. How about that?
Man, that must be nice if you can do that.
How great?
Yeah, I'm going to Iowa. What do you expect?
How great is that? The guy just got a job. What's your new job there, buddy?
I work at a park.
Are you a park ranger?
Not a park ranger. I help people out with cleanup work.
Yabba dabba doo. Oh, you're not a park ranger?
No.
I had to get that out there. I'm so
You
sorry.
had to get that out. Jeez.
Yeah, when he asked you that, I was in the middle of sipping my iced tea, and I kind of swallowed it fast so I can get that yabba dabba doo out. So you're working in the park. You're keeping the park clean for the kids, right?
Yes, got to keep them clean for the kids.
That's what you're doing, right? You're keeping the park clean for the kids, right?
Right.
That's a legitimate job, right, Nicholas?
Yeah,
It's
there's
morning to
nothing wrong with that.
afternoon. It's morning to afternoon, so I'll be able to be a little bit late for shows, but I'll be able to come on in and get hardwired.
Hey, you know what? You're hardwired. Look at you. You know what you should
Mexico.
do? You know what? Here's a little hint.
What?
I know this is a sports show, but come on, guys. Chill with us. Relax. I say before you leave to go to work, you plug in your computer and you get it all hardwired. This way, when you come back from work, all you got to do is turn it on and you can go.
Yes, get all plugged in and then come on. All right, that's
See,
a good idea.
I'm a smart guy, ain't I?
Yeah.
See, you do some, and then you just leave it plugged in because you don't freaking need it the next day because you're going to be at work.
There you go.
See, I'm a smart ass, ain't I? You see how that works?
Now,
Yeah.
Somebody told me one time, you're not as dumb as you look.
No, I'm not. Hey, speaking of the chairman of the WWE, you know he lost $350 million when the stock went down?
I saw that.
You know?
Man.
Yeah,
it's,
that's a lot of free. I'm pissed at the stock. I'm a stockholder myself. I'm pissed. Can you imagine how upset he is?
oh, I'm sure he'll be back. He'll get his money back one way or the other.
You better get it back because I'm a pretty pissed off stockholder right now. How about them apples right there? Those are some good tasty apples, ain't they? All right, so what do you say we get into, we got a couple of minutes before the break. What do you say we get into our first story of the day? We're going to let Nicholas start off the day with the first story of the day, my friend. What do you got for us?
Well, I've got a bunch of stories, but I'll do a quick one right here. Have you guys heard about the 6 embarrassing things NBA prospects have said to Houston Rockets GM Daryl Morey? You guys heard that?
6 embarrassing things
He's
that
tweeted these out today.
prospects have said, the NBA prospects have said to the Houston Rockets GM?
Yeah, it came out today on Twitter. He came out to post these on Twitter. The first one is, here's a question. He goes, do you have any issues with your coach? Answer is, he didn't like it when I took early shots. Question, what about when they went in? Then he liked them. Okay, here's the other one. Do you have the issues with your coach? Answer, coach and I did not see eye to eye. Question, on what? Playing time. What else? He was shorter. Do you lead by example or verbally? I lead verbally, not by example.
That's terrible.
What do you like? Why do you like rebounding? I can't do anything without the ball, so when I don't have it, I have to go get it.
Well, that's not a bad answer.
It's not all right. It's not bad. But which foot did you hurt? I have been telling people my right foot.
I've been telling people my right foot. But
so which foot is it?
Right.
Okay, here. This is the best one of the day. He goes, can you pass a drug test? The answer is today.
Means the guy
you know what that means? Answers that real prospects have been given to.
You know what that means to me? When he says today,
did not pass it today.
When he says today, it means he was smoking dope either before he got there or last night or the night before.
Exactly.
One of the two. Right? Smoking a little he was taking the edge off by smoking a little marijuana before he took the interview.
He had to get relaxed.
That's right, man. That's right.
He won't be uptight for the interview.
I like that. Can you pass a drug test today? That's a great one. That's the best one. I like that. I'm glad you saved that one for last.
Yeah, that was. I thought that was probably the best one, and they did save that one for last as well on the for the win.
I like that. What was some other ones again? What was the one before that one?
Which foot did you hurt?
Yeah, which foot did you hurt? I've been telling people my right one.
Yeah. So which is it? Is your left foot actually hurt? You just been throwing people off because you're saying it's my right foot?
I like that. I've been telling people my right one. I've been telling people I've been telling people my right one. Which foot did you hurt? I've been telling people my right one. Okay, so which foot is it? Your right one or your left one?
That's something that Sean's Patriots would say. They've been giving that the wrong info. I've been telling people that Tom Brady's really hurt.
Thank you. And
he's not really hurt.
On that note, we got to run to our first update.
No, our first commercial break, Sports World Radio.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All I want is to be loved.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Hey, you know something? I've been telling people that my left foot hurts, but it's really my right one.
You throwing people off there?
Yeah, I'm throwing people off. I want them to get confused. I'm telling people I hurt my right hand, but really my left one hurts more than my right one does.
18 minutes past the hour. We are delighted to have everybody here from Sports World Radio on this Wednesday.
How great is that, Sean?
2014, huh?
Hey, Sean, can you pass a drug test?
Yeah, I can pass a drug test because I'm drug-free. I only have a little bit of wine, but that's about it.
See? He didn't say today. Sean didn't say today. He said, yeah. That's hysterical. Today? I would like to know who said that.
I know. That'd be great to know.
I want to know who's.
It's all anonymous here.
I also want to know who said, I've been telling people my right foot. I want to know.
The one, do you see eye to eye with your coach? No, because he's shorter than me. I thought that was pretty good. I guess you could say that about all NBA players unless you have a former player as a coach. They're all shorter than you.
I like the other one, too. Where do you speak or you show? What was that one?
Do you lead by
example
or verbally? I lead verbally, not by example.
I lead verbally, not by example. Yeah, you're not going to be on my team, buddy. That's amazing. Oh my God.
Our next story we get to get everybody caught up on the NBA playoffs, Jeff. I got this one for you. Eastern Conference Finals. The Miami Heat have evened up the series with the Indiana Pacers at 1 game apiece as they go back to Miami with the split. Jeff and Nick, what are your guys' thoughts about this Eastern Conference Finals?
Well, I'm kind of surprised that Indiana is playing so good. I mean, they could barely beat the Hawks and the Wizards. They kind of showed up against the Wizards.
You want to know
why?
why?
They played really, really good.
You want to know why? Because they played down to their competition. That's why.
I saw a story today that said, with the series shifting back to Miami, are the Pacers in trouble? I believe they are.
Pacers? The series is 1-1, and people are saying the Pacers are in trouble? You know what? It's funny. As I was listening to a sports talk show that'll rename anonymous, and they were saying, oh, wow, look how the Pacers play. If they play like that the rest of the series, Miami's done. Hello? It's one freaking game! The hell's the matter with you morons?
Jeff is like, they blow it out of proportion so much.
They do. And just like right now. Oh, Indiana's in why? Because they lost 1 game?
If they get a split, they'll be okay. It's just 1-1.
It's 1-1. It's like 0-0.
Better.
Nicholas, it's like 0-0, right?
Exactly. You're pretty much starting over again. It's a 7-game series. I mean, now if they were down maybe 2-0 and playing like they did against the Hawks, maybe you could say that. But they had a shot last night to win the game.
You want to know something?
Played great. It's
You want to know something? Even if Miami was down 2-0, you know what I would say?
What would you say?
No big deal. Indiana held serve. Now they got to go to Miami.
Exactly.
Right, Nicholas?
Yeah, it's not over. It's nowhere close to being over.
Nowhere.
But that's what people do. They have to build it up to make it so over the top that, that's why I don't listen to pregame shows anymore. It's just ridiculous.
If Miami wins 2 in Miami, Indiana's got a problem. Right, Nicholas?
Yeah, you have to. If Indiana gets a split here, I think the series may go 6-7 games. But if they lose 2 in a row and they don't look good at all, then they're probably in trouble then.
Even if they look good and they still lose both games by 2 points each, they're still in trouble because now it's 3-1 against Miami. You're in trouble.
Yeah,
LeBron James, I watched the game last night. LeBron James really took over the fourth quarter when they were down 75-72. He just took the game over. So now you look down the road, you realize, okay, it's a split. I do not think the Pacers should be concerned. Okay, they played 1 bad game, but you have to realize that this is going to be a long series between these 2 teams.
Yeah, it's 1-1. It's like 0-0 right now. You know what's going to happen? Say Indiana goes into Miami and beats Miami in the first game. Everybody's going to have a heart attack. Oh, my God. Miami, what's going on with Miami? Watch. Because then Miami will have to win the second game, and then they go back to Indiana, and they're tied 2-2. Then everybody's going to, what a great series is it. No crap. I love the people when they jump, make that leap. Miami came back and won. Oh, Indiana's in trouble now. They're going back to Miami. The series tied 1. Oh, Indiana's in big trouble. What are you kidding me? They're not even down a game yet. What the hell's the matter with you people?
You know what? That's why I get tired of listening to these commentators. They're so over the top.
And they're jumping
it's either
to
one way. Exactly. They jump to conclusions all the time. It gets old after a while. It's like, oh, they're in trouble. They're not going to do any good. Well, they come back and then win the game. Oh, well, maybe they're all right. You know, I just wish you get rid of the pregame and I don't even watch it. I just wait till the game tips off.
You know what, Nicholas? That's why we do this show right here. Because we tell it how it is. We don't go and do all that bully-hooly crap that they do on TV, do we?
No, that's why I like this show. It's you're not sensationalizing everything. Like everywhere you go, it's either this or that. Or holy cow! You know, it's been that way for a long time on ESPN.
It's all blown out of proportion.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. You know what surprised me today? Charles Barkley, when they had that.
I can't stand him. Oh, he drives me freaking
I'm a big Charles
nuts.
Barkley fan, but he was actually pretty even keeled on that play against the Chris Paul in Oklahoma City, where everybody, Ernie Johnson was about to rip the refs apart. Everybody else was trying to blame the refs, and he's like, "What? It did cost him the game. One play is not going to cost you a game." And he was actually, it surprised me, the voice of reason among all those guys, because everybody else was ready to hang the refs and blame the refs, and he just said, "Hey, you know what? One play, they should have been in that position." And first off, it was a foul on Reggie Jackson.
I like what Dr. Myth says in the chat room. He says, pregame shows are stupid, just a load of commentators repeating the same old conversation about how a team looks good for an effing hour or two. I happen to agree with him. He's absolutely dead right on it. Dead right on it. Way to go, Dr. Myth.
Pacers aren't getting a lot of respect here. Okay, they played a bad game, but they can still go into Miami, and they can still win 2 games in Miami or get a split. And that's exactly what the Pacers have.
Sean, do you really think they played a bad game last night?
I say they played 3 good quarters, but the fourth quarter they looked real sloppy, and James just took over the fourth quarter. I watched the whole thing.
But they still had a chance to win.
Yeah, they still had a chance to win, and they didn't get it done. But the Pacers are not out of this as this series goes to Miami. You have to remember last year, the Pacers should have beaten the Heat in 6 games because the only reason Miami won is because LeBron James had an easy layup in Game 1 when the Heat were not looking their best.
Look at Joshy. Joshy says, they're done. LaQueen James will put them to sleep.
You know what? I did hear Bill Simmons. I had it on. I usually watch postgame like I've been saying, been ripping them. But Bill Simmons had a pretty good analogy. He said Dwayne Wade is like a ar with about 90,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
He says he could wear down in these next games. And that was the Pacers. Wasn't that their key? Is to wear Dwayne Wade down? He's got some achy knees, bad knees. And you wear him down. And he's there's one of the better players. That could be,
but you want to know something?
Could be winded for the next few games.
He's got 3 days to rest now because there's no freaking East until freaking Saturday. What kind of garbage is that?
That's
I dislike
ridiculous.
it. I dislike it so much. They should just play Game 3 tomorrow and then Game 4 on Saturday.
Get it? What the hell? You're giving each series after tonight's game, Oklahoma and San Antonio get 3 days off.
That's crazy.
They don't play till Sunday. What the hell is that all about?
That's probably a 3-hour plane ride from San Antonio, Oklahoma City.
What the hell is that all about?
I'm sure that Adam Silver said, well, this is what Commissioner Stern did. Let's just give the teams a few days off so they can travel and get adjusted. No, they should travel tomorrow and play the next day. I dislike it myself.
Yeah, they'll have private jets and they have you can sleep on the way. I mean, there's no reason to have 3 days off, especially from Oklahoma City to San Antonio. Give me a break.
I've always hated that when the NBA has always given them like 2 or 3 days off. Back in like the 90s, they always traveled one day and then they played the next day.
And then after the 3 days rest, then that's how they do it for the rest of the series. You'll have a game every freaking day after that until the finals. That's ridiculous. 3 days. This is not the finals where you got to cross the country, you jackasses. Miami and Indiana, what is that, an hour and a half flight? 2-hour flight?
It's about a few hours, yes.
Oklahoma to freaking San Antonio, what is that, a 2-hour flight?
Yeah, it's probably 2 to 3 hours. It's not bad.
What the hell?
Plus, like I said, you have a private jet.
It's not like you're crossing time zones, you sons of bitches.
Oh, you have to fight with the general population, get on these planes or whatever, like regular people do.
Ridiculous, man.
You could leave after the game, be there.
Nah, if I'm Indiana, I don't leave. I don't go to Miami until Friday.
Sure, why not?
Right?
Sleep in your own bed.
Sleep in your own bed and leave Friday morning. Get there Friday afternoon, do your thing, boom, boom, boom. You know, boom, you're there. Game Saturday,
schedule...
off Sunday, game Monday. Off Tuesday, game Wednesday, off Thursday, game Friday. That's how they're going because they want the weekend.
Yeah, it's all about money, all about the prime time of viewing.
They want the stinking weekend. That pisses me off. I hate
why these games start at 8 o'clock? These games should be started at 7.
8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
The reason, real quickly before we go to our second break, is because they want to have people get off work and say, oh, okay, let's have people get off work and get home and make sure that they can get in their NBA gear and watch their favorite team play.
Game should be at 7 o'clock, which is 4 o'clock Pacific time. I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, 4
wait
o'clock
till they
to
start
5 o'clock. What's the difference?
Hey, wait till they start the NBA Finals at 9 o'clock at night.
I know.
Wait till that happens. Hey, you're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Jeff and Sean hanging out with you each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
And
it's 5:32.
5:30. He had to stick that in there. I knew if we had somebody from the Central on the line, they would stick that crap in there.
Of course, the guy showed love for the Central Time Zone.
That's right. Nicholas has got to represent the Central Time Zone, because him and it's kind of wacky though, Sean, that we have him and Frank on every week, and they represent the Central Time Zone, and then producer boy Josh, our producer of the show, another Central Time Zone. You and I are the West Coasters, and we're outnumbered by our Central Time Zone guys.
That's right.
It's a good thing we don't have them on every day, huh, Sean?
Correct.
Although later today in the show today, I'm hoping that we'll have another West Coaster time zone guy with us.
Hope so, too.
Even it out a little bit. Ron Gallo, the hockey guru of Sports World Radio, will be joining us, hopefully, in the second hour of the show today. So we got some hockey talk waiting for all you, hockey playoff talk for all you punks. And I'm going to start off with going like this to Sean. Ha, ha, ha. No more Boston Bruins. Did you put your crap away?
Yes, I put my Bruins gear away. It's been a week already, and I haven't gotten over it.
I know. You're kind of like Wes in that matter of fact. And, hey, Wes, ha, ha, ha. Rangers did beat you, didn't they? Ha, 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 ha.
Whatever. The Rangers will just get knocked out eventually.
Oh, look at you. It's going to be the Rangers and the Ducks. I'm sorry, the Rangers and the Kings. You like that?
I'm going to probably say Blackhawks and the Rangers.
Blackhawks and the Rangers. What's the matter for you?
I knew that was coming, Jeff, because you saw that when the Bruins lost to the Canadians, I was like, great, now I can just stick it in Sean's face.
I love that the Bruins lost. Are you kidding me? That's a beautiful thing right there, man.
There was mourning.
Not for me, there wasn't. There was joy and glee.
Speaking of the
First
NBA,
thing that went into my head when I saw that they lost, I was like, it's beautiful. Now I don't have to deal with Sean anymore about them.
It's all put away until middle or late September.
How long did you wait to put it away?
It took a while. It was a tough one to get over with.
See, Josh is rooting for his Blackhawks. I have to root for the Kings because they're out west. So I'm going to root for those Kings. And then, of course, I'm going to root for the Rangers over the Canadians. And we'll have a Canadian on later on in the show, so that should be kind of interesting, huh?
Yes.
Huh, Nicholas? That should be very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. You following hockey at all?
Not really.
Yeah, that's because you live in Oklahoma. They ain't got no hockey out there, do they?
Well, we have a AAA. Well, I think it's AAA version, AHL, the Edmonton Oilers, Oklahoma City Barons. They're not bad. They made it to the playoffs the last couple of times, but I haven't been yet.
I went to a couple of hockey games when I was in Kansas City. The Kansas City affiliate hockey team, whatever the heck they were. I think it was IHL also.
Yeah,
they were pretty good.
We used to have CHL here for a long, long time, and it was popular. They sold out, had a ton of big sellouts. They were pretty good. Won a couple of championships, but now they kicked those guys to the curves and brought in the AHL.
Hey, anytime you go to
I don't think Edmonton's any good, are they? But their farm team's not bad.
Anytime you can go to a game for free, it's great.
That would be nice.
You know,
I've actually been to one NHL game my entire life, Dallas Stars versus the Anaheim Ducks a couple of years back.
Wow.
We sat about 10 rows up from the ice.
How far was that drive?
That's 3 hours. 3-hour drive from Oklahoma City to Dallas. It's not a bad drive.
That's crazy. My brother-in-law and nephew drove from Oklahoma to Kansas City to go to the Dallas-Kansas City game. I got them tickets for the Dallas-Kansas City game.
Nice. I was driven there. I've been to Kansas City. Went to a two games, Red Sox and Kansas City Royals back in 2008, 2009. Back when they were first redoing the Kansas City Kauffman Stadium, had a brand new Megatron out in the outfield, the King Vision, I guess they call it, with their crown. Man, that was a nice stadium.
Wow.
They had the nice seats, nice renovations. They had just begun doing all the renovations, so didn't see everything. But they had just finished their big, brand new Jumbotron, HD, perfect. And then we did a little gambling out there. So
hey, anybody watch the draft lottery last night?
I did watch it.
What do you think of that?
Cleveland won for the third time in 4 years.
How about that? 2 years in a row.
Maybe they'll do a better pick than picking some guy you never heard of.
They're freaking. Come on, they
got
to make.
Didn't even score a point. What did he score a point for? Like 20 games? Did he?
They got to make They got to make the playoffs with 3 number 1 picks in the last 4 years. Come on.
You would think, but the guy that they got, like Bennett, Well, he didn't score. He didn't score a point his first 20 games.
Now
and
they
he shot
don't-
like 30% from the field.
And now they don't have a head coach either, though.
Yeah, they got to get a head coach.
Is that crazy or what?
Very crazy.
Hey, Sean, do you want Love to come to your team?
That's the big rumor.
I would be fine with that because the Celtics are cleaning house and they're rebuilding.
Yeah, that's where he really wants to go, to a rebuilding team.
He's already
Not
in
a
a
rebuilding team, a team that's going to compete and be back next year.
Lots of luck with that. Actually, his girlfriend is a model, so his two choices are L.A. and New York. What a joke that is.
I heard somebody say I actually did a thing with me and Frank. Listed 5 teams, and the Bulls were one of them.
Bulls are one of them. L.A.'s one of them. New York's one of them.
Golden
Boston's
State.
one of them. And Golden State. Yeah, those are the 5 teams. How crazy is that? And, the odds of him going to New York are slim to none.
Yeah, we talked about Phil Jackson. One of his friends said he's already beaten down. He's only been on the job 2 months. He's already beaten down. That James Dolan's already taken away a lot of his power that he was supposed to have.
I'm sure he has.
Nixon stuff. He's supposed to have full autonomy and do whatever he wanted to do. He tried to get a new medical staff in there. James Dolan denied it. They lowballed Steve Kerr for the job. He said he's already beaten. Man, it's only been 2 months.
Yeah. I have a feeling James Dolan is doing all that to force him to the bench.
He may not stick around. I heard, did you guys hear this? Jeff Van Gundy told Steve Kerr it never ends well in New York, so don't, I wouldn't go if I were you. I believe it was Jeff Van Gundy that said that.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, they're going to have a hard time finding a coach, and he's going to have a hard time, Phil. It's not going to be easy.
Derek Fisher's a rumor now.
Yeah, Derek Fisher is. What do you think, Jeff?
The guy's not even done playing basketball, and they're talking about him coaching. And I read an article yesterday. Derek Fisher hasn't even talked to him because he can't, because he's still playing number 1. And Derek Fisher hasn't even thought about it, number 2, because he's still playing. He's still playing. That's ridiculous.
Phil Jackson's trying to find somebody to run that triangle offense.
I had this. Me and Frank had this argument that Frank says if you play a long time, you're okay with being a head coach, and I'm like, well, it doesn't automatically make you a best coach. Look at Steve Kerr. He said that's a great pick, and like, well, Steve Kerr hasn't even done anything. What makes him so great to be a head coach?
Was Magic Johnson a great head coach?
That's my point. I said Magic Johnson played forever, and he was a horrible head coach.
Yeah, Magic coach for like 16 games. He went 5-11. Then he stepped down as NBA head coach of the LA Lakers.
And look at Michael Jordan doing draft picks. Yeah. Kwame Brown.
Not all players make good coaches.
That was my point, and I don't. And did you see how much Steve Kerr's getting? He's getting $5
million a year.
For $25 million. Look at Mark Jackson got. He got like 5 years, $8 million when he first signed. Why so much better for Steve Kerr than Mark Jackson? I don't think they should have got rid of Mark Jackson because he was doing a great job.
He did a fantastic job.
And they get rid of him because they don't like his practice habits or something.
Practice?
That's what they said. They didn't like the way he practiced, and they didn't like the way the owners didn't like the way he ran practice.
And prepared
didn't like
for
the
games.
way he prepared for games.
Right.
You're winning 47 games last year, 51 this year, and you're complaining?
Yep. Practice?
Ridiculous.
Practice? Yeah, I know. Hey, but you want to know something? As the owners, they're entitled to do it.
They are. But I think I may backfire on them because the players loved Mark Jackson, and now they're all kind of skeptical of Steve Kerr. They said it seems like a great guy when he does their games, but you know what? All these guys, he said, would have run through a brick wall for Mark Jackson. They loved the guy. They played well for him, played defense. And now you get a brand new guy in there.
They'll figure it out. Hey, let me ask you a question there, Nicholas. Is Frank Vogel coaching for his job, or is he secure for next year?
Man, I would think he'd be coaching for his job.
With Mark Jackson needing a job, is Frank Vogel coaching for his job?
I would think so. They have a great talent, number 1 seed. they kind of had some fighting there heard it was over a girlfriend situation. You have guys watching King of the Hill in the locker room at halftime. You know what? I don't know.
If Frank
and I think
Vogel,
the same thing can be said for Scott Brooks at Oklahoma City.
Because I maintain this. I think Mark Jackson's going to Indiana.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Because Larry Bird is there again, and Mark Jackson played there, and I think Mark Jackson's going to end up as the head coach of Indiana.
That would not surprise me. I thought he'd go to New York. I thought New York might look at him. He played a long time with the Knicks.
Yeah, but he don't get along with Phil. So, you know, Mike Dunleavy Sr. just was talking with Phil and stuff about the job. And now Dunleavy Sr. is talking with the Lakers. So he's making the rounds. You know, Dunleavy used to coach the Lakers at one point, too.
I remember that.
Yeah. So
but you could say, like I said, people here in Oklahoma City are getting tired of Scott Brooks.
Are they?
Yeah, they're tired. They don't think he can run an offense. They say it just gets kind of stale at times, where they're just kind of holding the ball and not doing much and nothing. And you know what? A lot of people around here are getting a little fed up with him having the two greatest players in basketball right now, and they're not. They're struggling against the Spurs. You know, we talked about Indiana being in trouble. Oklahoma City could really be in trouble if they throw another egg up like they did last night or the night before, Monday night.
Well, I happen to think it's me personally. This is my personal opinion on it, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I happen to think it's Westbrook's fault. Just watch him play. Just watch him. Don't watch the rest of the game. Just watch him. Watch him. He dribbles the ball too much. He gets out of control too much.
A lot of people here are fed up with Westbrook as well.
Takes shots that are freaking stupid as all heck. Runs around the court like he doesn't know what the heck he's doing at times. Just watch him. Zone in on him and watch him.
He just does get frustrating to watch.
Unbelievable, man. I was watching him the other night, just watching him. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Fumbling around. He dribbles the ball he'll dribble the ball on the outside and dribble through the legs, dribble, bounce around. Oh, okay, now I'll go. The hell? Hey, dude, it's not 1 against 5. Hello?
Yeah. And you know what? Some people, not a lot of people, but some people kind of thought that if they were going to trade somebody, they'd trade Westbrook over Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Keep Harden around and trade Westbrook, get something for him.
And I won't be a bit surprised if they still trade Westbrook.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But
because I happen to think they're a better team without Westbrook.
Yeah, when he was hurt, beginning of the year, they played good with Reggie Jackson there at point guard.
Reggie Jackson is a better point guard than Westbrook. Westbrook should not be a point guard.
Yeah, he's more of a 2 guard.
And Kevin Durant is 7 foot, right?
Pretty much. He's 6'11". Yeah, 7 feet. You can call him 7 foot.
He plays freaking point guard sometime. What's up with that?
Are we ready for an update?
Yeah, what do you say we take it to our first update of the day? This update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. For all you Keurig coffee products, head on over to Keurig.coffeemachines.com. Looking for coffee, looking for tea, even looking for a coffee machine? Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, 1 cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
In the Western Conference Finals for NHL hockey, tonight's game features the Kings at the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks lead the best-of-7 series 1-0. Blackhawks take the game. They go up 2-0, heading back to L.A. L.A. wins. It's a split. Tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden, it'll be Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It'll be the Canadiens taking on the New York Rangers. In this series, the Rangers lead 2-0. The Rangers take Game 3. They will even have a bigger lead in the series of 3-0. Major League Baseball, here's what we got. The games from this afternoon. Right now in interleague play, the Yankees lead the Cubs 4-2. Other finals that we had today, 2 of them, the Tigers and the Indians. This game goes to the Indians in 13 innings, 11-10. The Rangers over the Mariners 4-3. And a game that's in a rain delay right now, the Reds and the Nationals. The Reds lead 2-1. Here are the games that we have scheduled. The Blue Jays at the Red Sox, Athletics at the Rays, White Sox at the Royals, and the Astros at the Angels. Wednesday night baseball on ESPN will feature the Dodgers at the Mets, interleague play, the Orioles at the Pirates, Brewers at the Braves, Phillies at the Marlins, Diamondbacks at the Cardinals, Giants at the Rockies, and another interleague play game, the Twins at the Padres. In the NBA, last night, Eastern Conference Finals, the Heat evened up the series against Indiana at 1 game apiece as the series shifts to Miami, Florida for games 3 and 4, where the Heat will have the home court advantage. Tonight's game on TNT, it'll be the Thunder at the Spurs. Spurs lead the series 1-0. We're going to be right back after this commercial break.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Sports World Radio, second hour of the show. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and of course, Nicholas Spiva sitting in with us in the first hour. He's going to hang around in the second hour, too. Ron Gallo comes in, if we can ever get that rat bastard in. He's supposed to be his day off and he's working. How about them apples right there? So we were, during the break, the three of us were having a conversation on hold. You know, talking about the San Antonio-Oklahoma game, and I said, man, I hope San Antonio wins tonight. And Nicholas goes, hey now. And I turned around to Nicholas. I said, you know, Nicholas, this is a big series for Sean and I because in our NBA elimination game that we've been playing all year, he ended up with Oklahoma to win the championship, and I ended up with San Antonio to win the championship. So one of us is going ahead, and one of us is going to be a loser, and I kind of hope it's Sean again like his Boston Bruins. That's all you got to say, Sean?
Very funny, Jeff. It's still a long series, and the Thunder can bounce back, and then we'll see who'll have bragging rights. And if the Thunder can stick it to San Antonio, I'll be saying Jeff is the first person I can stick it to since he was giving me heck about the Bruins last Wednesday.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes?
There goes my stomach again. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for also Nicholas, because I know Nicholas is the Oklahoma fan. Do you think they're in trouble? Because they don't have a backup.
Well, it's not looking good for them. Well, the San Antonio score, 66 points in the paint Yes, on Monday night.
Yeah.
And they have been averaging about 44 against Oklahoma City. And without Ibaka, the big shot blocker, I think they could be hurting. We'll see how they play tonight. They got to respond tonight and just see how they play. But San Antonio just whooped up on Portland. And Portland's got they have some good players. And Oklahoma City's, they're lacking some big men.
They're lacking some big men.
I like Steven Adams, but he's still just a young guy. He played well against Memphis, and he played well in the second series.
I'm going to say to you the same thing. I'm going to say on the air the same thing I said to you on hold while we were talking about this. Westbrook is a ball hog. That guy plays with reckless abandonment. Just watch him, whether he has the ball or not. Just focus on him. This guy shoots stupid shots. He dribbles way too much. And he plays with reckless abandon. He doesn't play under control. It's ridiculous. My personal opinion, I think they'd be better off without him. I think they played better without him in the first half. And then when he came back, kind of ruined their mojo a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of fans around here, some of the commentators they agree with you. They think he is a ball hog sometimes, but sometimes he makes some great plays, and sometimes he'll just pull up and shoot an air ball out of nowhere. Just pull up and shoot a three that comes nowhere close. But I'm with you, Jeff. Reggie Jackson played great the first half of the season.
Reggie Jackson is a true point guard. Westbrook is not.
Yeah.
Well, if you were coach, Jeff, what would you say to Westbrook? Pass the ball, right?
No, number one, Westbrook went to start at the next game after he pulled that crap about sitting at the end of the bench and whining like a little bitch. That's number one. Number two, if I'm the head coach and he starts dribbling the ball way too much and playing like that, I take him right out of the game and sit him.
There's rumors that I hear from fans on Twitter and some local news guys that say that the players don't really respect Scott Brooks. He doesn't have much control over the guys. So
he lost the team.
I don't know if that's true or what.
If that's the case, then he's got to go, right?
Yeah, you would think so. And even since Scott Brooks has been the last couple of years, a lot of the fans have just been upset with him. Want him to go. They wanted him to go for the last couple of years.
It seems like in some of the games, to me, they're not even running plays.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. The fans and, like I said, news guys around here, they say the same exact thing, Jeff. They don't. It's like they don't have any set plays. They're just kind of, running around and kind of doing what they want to do.
Kind of like a ballpark, a playground mentality.
Yeah, rec league game.
Right?
Yeah.
As an outsider who doesn't live in Oklahoma and listen to and follow the Oklahoma news and all that, that's how I see it.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people say the same thing. Just people I follow on Twitter and Facebook, and they just are frustrated with the whole thing of that, like no set plays, coming out of timeouts. They look kind of sloppy.
Because why? Because Kevin Durant is 6'11", you said, almost 7 foot, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't he down low? Why is he shooting three-pointers?
That's his game. That's always been his game.
I understand.
From college on, he's just been a deadly three-point shooter.
I understand that, but dude, I have an idea. You're an NBA player. Let's get the inside game opening up for you. Because if you open up the inside game, that's going to open up your outside game. Oh, wow, what a concept that is. You're 6'11", you're almost 7 foot. You're 6'11". You're almost 7 foot tall. Get downstairs. Get downstairs. Why don't you have more rebounds?
I think they kind of use him like Dirk. Dirk's never played really down low. He's never been really a inside guy. I think that's the way they wanted to use him. And he's got a great shot. What? He's never down low.
They're kind of built the same too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both almost 7 foot.
Long and lanky, right?
Yeah, skinny.
Long and lanky, right? And got a great jump shot.
Yeah, and nobody can block his shot.
No, you know what? Having a great jump shot like that has prevented him from having a really good inside game. Both of them. Because you're right. You're right. You don't see Dirk down there either, and he should be.
Yeah, 7-foot guy, but he's got great ball skills, and he's never played down low. He has a good fadeaway shot, but he's never
you're right.
banged with the big guys. He's never been a Ibaka or even Kendrick Perkins. Just get down low and just start.
I totally agree with you. I agree. You know who's long and lanky like that too? Is what's his face from San Antonio?
Duncan.
Right?
Yeah,
he's long and lanky.
Have the shot that these guys have,
right? But he plays downstairs, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and he has a nice, beautiful, gorgeous bank shot, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Hey, tell me any other person in the NBA that uses the glass more than he does.
He's got it down. He's got it down to an art,
right? Nobody uses the glass more than he does in the NBA. Correct?
No, not that I can think of.
I love watching him shoot the ball when he does that because he uses the backboard on a lot of his shots, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, seems like at least half of them, or maybe even more than that. But yeah, he's got it down pat.
He's a backboard type of guy. You know what? That's old school. Because you don't see many of these up and coming guys using the backboard anymore, do you?
Not like Duncan.
Nothing like. I bet you go back into the late 70s and the early 80s and maybe even the mid 80s, you'll see a lot of backboard use. You don't see it much anymore. When people say, "Oh, look at that, he used the backboard," you're shocked.
Yeah, or it happens accidentally.
Right. A 3-pointer goes in off the backboard.
Yeah,
right?
Too much power.
Yeah.
Banks it in.
Yeah, they get shocked when people use the backboard. But they don't get shocked when Duncan uses it. Oh, that's Pat and Tim Duncan, they say, correct?
Exactly.
Now, how weird is that? The backboard is there to be used. Use the son of a bitch.
Exactly. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, unbelievable. Hey, you're listening to Sports World Radio. We're going to run to a quick break. You got Jeff, you got Sean, and Nicholas joining you. Hopefully we'll get there, Mr. Ron Gallo. If not, all three of us will be right back after this quick break.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, Nicholas Spiva joining with you here in the second hour of the show. That's right, I said second hour of the show because we do the show every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central?
Nick Encyclopedia Man, and Frank. If you can't figure it out for yourself, you got some serious problems. So figure it out for yourself.
It's 6:03.
It's 6:03.
Welcome back for the second hour of Sports World Radio. We're talking about the Western Conference.
Okay,
Final.
really quick. While Sean was getting his glass of red, white milk juice, Nick and I were having a conversation. I said to him, "What time is the game?" And what did you say to me? 8 o'clock Eastern?
No, 8 o'clock Central.
No, it's not 8 o'clock Central. It's 8 o'clock Eastern.
No, it's
7
not. I
Central.
guarantee it's not.
No, it's 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 5 o'clock Western.
I guarantee you it's
in
not.
the Mountain Time, screw them. Sean.
Yes?
What time is the game?
Tonight's game 2 between the Thunder at the Spurs starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on TNT.
That's ridiculous.
Whoa. What? What was that?
9 o'clock Eastern?
Yes.
You think I'm so dumber?
What are they, crazy? They're going to have a game end?
Game starts?
What, are they going to have a game at 11 o'clock at night? 11:30, 12 o'clock at night ending?
Yes, that's right.
The hell's the matter with these schmucks?
That's what I've been saying.
Talk with Adam Silver. He's the one who formats the whole schedule.
You know something?
I told you guys that.
You know something? I guess they got to give the fans 3 days off to recuperate from tonight's game.
Well, then they don't want to get up and go to work in the morning.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's what I said.
It should be 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central.
Exactly.
So the game ends at a decent hour on the East Coast.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what time the games are going to start during the finals at 9 o'clock Eastern. You know that, right, Nick?
I would hope so.
That's stupid.
They have to allow everybody to get home from work so everybody can watch the
Oh,
final.
screw them. So you're telling me last night's game started at what time?
Last night's game started, I believe, at 8 p.m. Eastern, which was 5 p.m. Pacific.
8 p.m.
No, wait a minute.
Eastern.
It was actually 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, because they had because they had the lottery on last night, right?
Yeah. Right.
But they still started at 8:30 in the 8 o'clock hour, right?
Yeah.
Why do they start this one at 9 o'clock?
That's what I was asking earlier. I can't believe you think I don't know. You don't think I know what time the Oklahoma City game starts?
That's ridiculous, man. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
8 o'clock Central Time tip-off. It's ridiculous. Exactly. Yeah, it's not over till 10:30, if that. So if it's a long game, 11 o'clock.
That's crazy.
Midnight in the East Coast.
Then after the game gets over, then you got to watch the post-game press conference.
I don't have to watch crap. I don't watch those guys because they're stupid.
Well, then you have to listen to the players and the coaches talk about.
No, I don't.
I never listen to that.
No, I don't. You know what I do? I turn the channel. If it's on TNT, I turn the channel down to TBS and I watch The Big Bang Theory. Screw them.
I never watched post-game interviews. Never. I don't care what they have to say. They ask them cheesy questions, softball questions. Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you think about tonight's game? Oh, we did great. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Screw them.
I never listen to that stuff.
They talk about the game, then they talk about what to expect in the next game.
They don't know what to expect.
It's a different game. I never.
If you know what, if I was a player, and so what do you expect in the next game? I have no idea. I'll see it when I get there.
You know, it kind of reminds me. Have you guys remember this back in when Bobby Knight was still with Indiana? Somebody asked him, what's the game face? Do you have your game face on today? And he just slid into this guy. What's a game face? What the heck are you talking about? And he goes into like these 15 different faces. Like, is this a game face? Is this a game face? He goes, what the heck are you talking about? And that's what I get about a lot of these things. What the heck are you asking? Some people just ask some stupid questions.
Yeah.
So I don't even watch it. I turn over to watch, I don't know, King of the Hill or something.
Look at Dr. Myth. He's ripping into Sean. He says, Sean, they don't have to allow fans to get home today like the past 30 years have a device that can record the blanking game. Sean, if you want people talk about game, find a friend or do a sports talk radio show and give your opinion on the game.
Okay, smarty pants.
What do you have to say to that there, Buckwheat?
I said, okay, smarty pants.
Okay, smarty pants, that's all? That's all you got there? 9 o'clock Eastern. That's crazy. 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, what do you think I was talking about?
That's ridiculous, man. Talking 11:30, 12 o'clock. The game's 2.5 hours easy, correct?
Yeah.
So that's 11:30 at night, East Coast time. Game goes into overtime. You're talking 12, 12:30. Then the post game. Talking 1:30 in the morning. What are you, freaking on drugs?
Exactly. It's crazy. Like I said, I don't know why it doesn't start at 7 Central Time.
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter because I live in the West Coast, so to me, it's over. The game's over before freaking 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night. So it don't matter to me. You know? But you people on the East Coast, come on. What the heck?
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. And they're going to have a couple games coming up that do start at 8:30 Eastern Time, but for the most of these games, they're going to start at 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern.
Well, San Antonio, one of those teams are going to win because it's the Central, right? So you know damn well the finals are starting at 9 o'clock Eastern no matter what because it'll be 8 o'clock Central.
Yeah. It's probably going to be the same thing.
That's ridiculous.
Primetime TV.
Oh, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Nothing on during the summer.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, well, all the shows did their finales or doing their finales this week.
Yeah, they're going to have some of the summer shows come back. Under the Dome, did you guys watch that?
No, I don't watch that.
That's an interesting show. I kind of like it.
I live under a dome.
Steven Spielberg, wasn't it? Or Stephen King, excuse me. Stephen King.
That's coming back. There's a couple, and you know they're moving because Thursday Night Football is coming on CBS.
That's right.
So they got to move all their Thursday night shows.
Yeah, I saw that
for the first 8 weeks.
So yeah, I saw
8
that.
games, and then it's going to go to the NFL Network,
right,
Jeff.
Right. So they're moving. So they got to move their shows from that were on Thursday night to different night. And then what they're doing is it's kind of funny. They're moving. I believe they're moving one show from Thursday night to Monday night, and then when the football season is over on Thursday night, they're moving it back. Big Bang Theory. They're moving from Thursday nights to Monday nights, and then when NFL is done on Thursday nights, they're moving it back to Thursday night. How crazy is that?
I guess that's one of their bigger shows. I've never watched it. I've heard it's a great show.
It is. It's pretty fun. I'm not a science geek or anything, but it is pretty funny. I'd like to smack Sheldon right in the back of his head. Many, 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 many times. Yeah. And then this is the last season for 2.5 Men.
Yeah, I quit watching that when Charlie Sheen left.
Yeah,
it was one of my favorite shows, but man, just when he went all bonkers.
Yeah, when he left though, now it's a complete adult show.
Yeah, then the kid, he went all nuts too.
Yeah, the kid left.
He was tweeting, "Don't watch this show. I can't believe I'm on it."
Yeah,
he got involved in some kind of cult.
Yeah, the kid's gone, and they brought in a lesbian, and then they brought somebody else in, and it's actually, for me, it's a little bit funnier now because it's all adult situations. They talk about drinking, they talk about smoking marijuana, it's lesbianism. It's a pretty adult show, if you know what I'm saying.
I smell what you're cooking.
So I kind of like it a lot better now. So and I actually find myself watching it. It's kind of actually funny. But I'm kind of glad it's going off the air because I'm getting sick of it. Tell you the truth. All right, let's pick another topic before we go to our next break.
All right, so you guys. Oh, who you want to go, Sean? Go ahead.
Nick, you go ahead.
Well, since it's a quick topic, did you guys hear Wes Welker? Did you see him at the Kentucky Derby?
How about that, man? You got overpaid.
Money left and right.
You got overpaid.
Yeah, he got overpaid, and they want their money back.
They don't have to. He doesn't have to give it back.
He does not. It's in there. Yeah, it's in their rules that if you're overpaid by the Kentucky Derby, you don't have to give the money back.
That happened 3 other times to them. I read an article. It happened to them 3 other times at the Kentucky Derby, right? So a total of 4 times.
You would think you'd learn your lesson.
They got the money back once.
Shoot, I wouldn't give it back.
I wouldn't give it back neither.
if you're going to overpay me by $14,000,
Not my fault.
It's your fault, not mine. I guarantee you, if you overpaid, would they give you your money back?
Nope.
Heck no, they wouldn't give your money back.
And they said they don't expect the money to come back.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
He was out there handing $100 bills away, man.
Well, yeah, I saw that.
How
That was
great
crazy.
is that, dude? And he didn't realize it because he got a lump sum of money.
Yeah, didn't he send somebody up to get his money for him?
Yeah, he sent a friend up with his ticket to get the money for him. And he comes back and hands him all that money. He didn't know the difference. You're supposed to get $45,000 instead of $54,000 or whatever.
That's
you know what I
nuts.
mean? So
I wonder how much he had to bet to get that.
That's crazy, huh?
That's nuts.
That is crazy, ain't it?
Because I've bet on the horses a little bit, but I don't have that kind of money to throw around. But the most I bet like $2 one time and won 60. You have to trifecta,
Yeah.
not trifecta, exacta, and you box it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter which horse comes in first or second, as long as they come in first or second, you're going to win.
I used to win big on the Quinellas. I used to play the Quinellas and used to win big on those, man. $2 here, $2 there. You walk away with $70, $80.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. And here they have it all inside. It's on a monitor, so you can go up, you can sit down in your nice air-conditioned seat. Yeah, people come out, wait on you, hand you your food and drinks, and then you go to the end of the row and you put your bet in by a computer. Then it prints it out, and you go back and sit down, and you can watch stuff.
Yeah, it's
You got
pretty
you at
cool.
the finish line.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, we're going to run to a quick break. You're listening to Sports World Radio with Jeff and Sean right here on SportsWorldRadio.com.
Sports World Radio.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. You heard that little guy while you had a commercial break. Yes, we were at a commercial break, Mr. Ron Gallo. How are you, my friend?
How about timing?
How about timing, huh? Pretty good timing. So now we got a wrecking ball of ex-SMWW students on the phone.
There you go. And I'm the chain that holds it all together. No, that'd be you.
You got Mr. Ron Gallo, Mr. Sean Mann, and Mr. Nicholas Spiva.
Hello, Nicholas.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
I'm doing really well.
Got the whole gang here, and Skype is working really well. Don't jinx
Hockey
it,
Man,
Jeff.
it's here. What do you think there, Hockey Man?
Well, 2 games down. I'm still with the Montreal Canadiens, but obviously their hopes are thin to none. Hey, I got a beef with you, Sean, and I'm going to take it up here in just a moment. I'm actually pissed. For the first time, I'm pissed at you and every Boston Bruin fan.
Uh-oh.
Great.
And
here we go.
And we ended it. But, no, you guys are absolutely right. The Montreal Canadiens, unless they can get past the mindset that they don't have Carey Price between the pipes, they're not going to beat Henrik Lundqvist and the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers already have 2-0 lead. They are heading back to Madison Square Gardens for game number 3 tomorrow night, 5 o'clock our time here in the West, 8 o'clock in the East.
Hold on a second right there. 8 o'clock in the East, right?
Yeah.
See, Nicholas?
Well, that's not a Thunder game, though.
Doesn't matter. 8 o'clock in the East, 5 o'clock in the West, just like it should be in the NBA.
I agree with you. I agree 100%.
Okay, sorry there, Ron.
No, that's okay. So here's my beef. The Montreal Canadiens defeat the Boston Bruins.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
And we haven't even talked about the handshake yet. I mean, that was crap. That was low. That was poor sportsmanship. But here is the definition of poor sportsmanship. Have you guys seen City Hall in Boston? They lost the bet. They had to fly a Montreal Canadiens flag on their flagpole. They went and got a little car flag and put it up that flagpole.
They didn't stay. Hey, okay, I have to ask you a question. Was the dimensions specified in the bet?
No, I do find it funny, but I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? I mean, this is so Boston.
Because you want to know something? That's what I would do if I lost the bet too. Dimensions weren't picked out. Okay, what the hell? Find me the smallest flag you can.
And that's exactly what they did at Boston City Hall. They flew it for to a second. They only had to fly it for 24 hours, and it did not stay up any longer than it had to, and it was a car antenna flag.
I bet you there was a guy standing down there with the rope in his hand and another guy going 10, 9, 8, counting down to get that flag down. Hey, but they lived up to their part of the bet. They didn't they didn't say what the dimension. If you're making a bet like that, me as an East Coaster would say, okay, what's the dimensions?
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, right now the Montreal Canadiens do have bigger things to worry about than a little flag being flown in Boston.
Hey, Ron, are you time zone West Coast?
I am time zone West.
Okay, so now we got 3 against 3. Oh, okay. I feel better now. Okay.
On the West Coast, the Los Angeles Kings look to tie up their series with the Chicago Blackhawks tonight. They trail that series. And my correction, that game's actually in Chicago. It doesn't shift back here to Los Angeles for a couple of days yet.
When is that game on?
Chicago.
When? Tonight?
Oh, yeah, and that's 5 o'clock our time in the West, 8 o'clock in the East.
8 o'clock in the East. See, NBA, follow suit, you jackasses. Do you believe they're playing their game tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern?
That's too late. Even in the regular season, basketball, they don't have what the NHL has, which is the shootout after 5 minutes of play. In the playoffs, of course, the NHL will go until there's a winner decided as well. But if this game in the East that starts at 9 o'clock has any extra time whatsoever, the morning papers will not have an update, a final score from that game.
It's because sons of bitches can't stay up that long.
When you're printing like tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of papers, I mean, there has to be a cutoff, right? And so you can wait for so long, but you can't hold up the production line. You've got to get those papers spinning off the press.
Yeah, everybody's got a deadline.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a deadline. Yeah, I know. I understand that. If the game goes too long, the outcome won't come out. That's why That's why a lot of people don't read newspapers anymore.
Well, and I mean, you think about it. On the West Coast, we don't realize that until, for some godforsaken reason, something absolutely, Dallas and Anaheim, I think it was. I could be mistaken. I know it was Dallas, but they had a 4 overtime game in the overtime in the NHL playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There was no update on it for 24 hours. There wasn't an update in the newspaper until the day they were ready to play again.
Wow.
Because, it's just bizarre.
That's because nobody follows the newspaper. Everybody got their update online.
Exactly. Well, and that's just it. I mean, I have text alerts that I get when the Montreal Canadiens are playing, so I can go out and sell these $60,000 trucks to somebody and still know whether or not Montreal is winning or losing.
And Nicholas has got his Dan app on his phone, so he knows what the hell's going on.
There you go. Nicholas, big basketball fan?
I am a basketball fan. I'm more of a college football fan, but I do watch basketball.
Okay.
He's an Oklahoma boy, so you know
well,
who he's
I was
going
to ask, I mean, you guys have probably covered it already, but I was going to ask you about the number 1 draft pick in the NBA going to Cleveland, and now the thoughts are there's going to be a Canadian Cavalier, Andrew Wiggins. Now, where did you hear this name first?
We heard it from you several months before the college basketball season even started.
That's right. Andrew Wiggins, his name was first dropped on Sports World Radio.
That's right. And I've been following him all year long. He's only a freshman. I think he needs to stay, personally.
Well, and I mean, we can get into that discussion, but chances are if you're drafted first overall or even in the first round, the team wants you to make their roster.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think he's NBA ready.
And I've heard a lot of people say that he didn't have quite the killer instinct that he needs to have. He's more like they say he's just a good kid and that doesn't quite flip the switch when it comes on. So he's kind of a little bit too passive, a little bit too nice on the court.
And I don't think he's the only one either.
Well, no, he's not. And I mean, the thing is, he actually had a better year the previous year. This year, I think there was just too many distractions because he had been pegged to be first overall, and he kind of fluttered around that first overall for a while. But Cleveland I don't think Cleveland's tipped their hats. I think that's just Canadian hype getting behind Andrew Wiggins and suggesting that Cleveland is going to pick him first overall.
How many more number 1 picks can Cleveland have before they start winning?
Well, I don't know, but they need to start doing something. And I mean, you're right.
I mean, they have a team of top 5 players, correct?
Yeah, they do. But Bennett is a lot of people didn't even consider him a lottery pick, did they, last year?
But they end up picking the wrong people. They end up picking the wrong people for their team.
Exactly. That's part of the problem.
I mean, they have top 5 talent for the last 3 or 4 years on that freaking team, but they end up taking the wrong person. Bunch of schmucks over there.
You talk about all of these first-round picks. We have that problem in the NHL. The Edmonton Oilers have had first-round picks probably 5 of the last 6 years. They were in the running for a 7th year this year to be a first-round pick. But when you have that many first-round picks, that tells you that you're not doing anything. You're not performing. There was a point in the season where Edmonton felt that they were insulted, but it was true. There was other teams that were saying that this is like playing against a junior team. And there's an argument to be made about bringing in number 1 draft picks, like you said, Jeff, before they have an opportunity to get seasoned a little bit.
That's why I really like the idea of Commissioner Silver changing it to make him stay in the college for 2 years.
It's a good idea. I like it too.
Which is great. I mean, the league that I'm most familiar with as far as junior leagues goes is the BC Hockey League. And the players that play there get scholarships to NCAA schools. And the NHL loves that because it gives them an additional 4 years where the player can just be seasoned and they don't have to do anything with that player. Because he's in school. You don't disrupt his education.
Because the one and done is watering down the NBA really bad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do something about that. I mean, it's just watering down the NBA, really, really bad. They got to do something. These guys come in here don't have the NBA talent yet. They're still too young. They're still growing. They're still learning, and you're gonna throw them into that crap? Come on, man.
You see it all the time. They've got the potential, but they're the ones that are going to be beat. They're the ones that are going to show up on the highlight reel in the evening. I was trying to remember what it is south of the border, but ESPN Sports Center, that's where they're going to show up, right?
Yeah. I mean, come
on. For the wrong reasons.
Exactly. They got to get more seasons. Give them 2 years in college. They'll come out even better. They'll be playing better. They'll be a little bit more mature. Come on. It's ridiculous. No. I can't stand it.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I'm totally against it. Hey, you know what? We're going to run to our final update of the day. And this update is also brought to you by Keurig Coffee Machines. Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Get all your Keurig Coffee Machine products right there. You need coffee. You need tea. You even need a coffee machine? Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, 1 cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the last update of the day.
Sean might be missing. There he is. Go.
Hey, Sean, I got an idea, Sean. Unmute yourself.
Final update on Sports World Radio. ESPN tonight will not have any NBA until Saturday between the Heat and the Pacers. As you know, that series is evened up at 1 game apiece. Tonight, however, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, it'll be the Thunder taking on the Spurs, and that game can be seen on TNT. In the National Hockey League, here's what we got for tonight. The Western Conference Finals, it'll be the Blackhawks hosting the Kings. That series is 1-0 in favor of the Blackhawks. The Canadians taking on the Rangers at Madison Square Garden. That game will be tomorrow. The Rangers have a 2-0 lead in that series. In Major League Baseball, here's what we got going on right now for games. Bottom of the first inning, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. That game is scoreless at 0-0. Same thing in St. Petersburg, Florida, between the Athletics and the Rays, tied at 0. 2 other games that we have. We have the White Sox taking on the Royals, and the Astros taking on the Angels. In extra innings, the Indians over the Tigers by a score of 11-10 in a slugfest. The Rangers over the Mariners by a score of 4-3. And another game that went extra innings, the Yankees were able to come back and beat the Cubs by a score of 4-2 in 13 innings. Other games we got, you got the Reds, the Nationals. It's 2-1 Reds right now. The Dodgers at the Mets, the Orioles at the Pirates, interleague play, Brewers at the Braves, Phillies at the Marlins, Diamondbacks at the Cardinals, Giants at the Rockies, and the final one for interleague play, the Twins at the Padres. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, boo-boo, welcome back to Sports World Radio, kids. That's right, Sean Mann, Jeff Escow, Nicholas Spiva, and Ron Gallo hanging out with you guys. We're in the bottom half of the second hour of the show. We do this show every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central,
you people in the Central really need to figure it out for yourself.
It's 6:34.
See, there's our Central guy right there. Because on the phone, we have 3 West Coasters and 1 Central guy, which is Nicholas. But then, of course, we got Josh hanging out with us, who's our program director. He's Central Time. And, of course, our Thursday guy, Frank Sprankle, he's Thursday. He's a Central guy as well. So we got a nice 3-on-3 going. Maybe we should have a nice 3-on-3 tag team.
There you go.
Match.
Cage match.
That's right. Nice cage match. Beat the hell out of those guys. All right. So we got Ron Gallo hanging out with us. We're doing some hockey talk. We're doing some basketball talk. Hey Ron, did you you were talking to us about the NBA draft, right? And how I think these guys should stay longer. Did you happen to watch the lottery draft yesterday?
No, I caught the highlight. That's about it. I don't even watch the NHL one. I mean, it's all a bunch of hype. All I want to know is the order.
The NHL one is really long and tedious, though, isn't it?
Well, are you talking just the lottery draft portion?
No, the NHL draft alone is long and tedious, right?
Well, they were doing it in one day in the past. Now they're doing it over 2 days. But really, it's only the first round that's a big deal. And then after that, things start to taper off, and you have to go online if you want to watch after that.
Oh, really? Do they have a lottery too?
They do have a lottery.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the Florida Panthers won the lottery this year, and it looks like Florida might actually, as he put it, he said there's other teams that are kicking tires. So it looks like Florida might consider giving up that first overall pick in a trade.
See, Dr. Myth likes that idea. West Coast versus Central, 6-man tag team for the title. I like that idea, too. We'll kick their butts. The only thing we got to worry about, Ron, is Sean.
Well,
what?
Yeah.
He'll be on holidays. He won't even be there.
He'll be on yeah. Yeah. I asked.
Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, that's gonna be the new thing.
Hey.
That's gonna be the new thing now. Hey, boo-boo.
Maybe that's just change your name. Boo-boo.
I am going to enjoy the vacation, and I don't need another nickname.
Sean Boo-Boo Man.
I like it.
I do, too. I kind of like it, too.
It's awful.
No, it's not.
What we need to do, Jeff, is we just need to get a big picture of him blowing up and cut it out. And we can just say, Sean's not here, but his cardboard cutout is.
Hey, boo-boo. The guy works one shift and he goes on vacation.
I want to have that kind of, those kind of perks.
Yeah, really.
It's called earning it, Jeff.
Earning it? You worked one freaking shift.
I work tomorrow and I work Friday. I have the Memorial Day weekend off, and then I work on Tuesday, and then I'll be off in Iowa.
Hey, hire me. Hire me for this job, but I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks, okay?
Well, exactly. You don't even have to put in the mandatory 1 year first.
Yeah.
Now, is this a federal park? Sean, do you get all the holidays off?
I believe it's a military base.
Like what, man? You get 30 holidays, don't you, for the work for the government?
Well, we'll be working on holidays. I may be working on the 4th of July.
I don't think he's working for the government. I think he's working for a cleaning crew that cleans the park, and that's about it.
Jeff, when he gets back, he'll be ready for early retirement.
I'm surprised he's not even I'm surprised he's not even retired already.
He'll be
what
raking
is with
in
you
a pension.
people? We take a long little break because of these difficulties, and I'm getting roasted. Jeez, cripes.
The way I figure it, Sean, you work 1 day. That equates to 1 year because you get 2 weeks worth of holidays. When you get back from holidays, all you got to work now is 16 days, and you'll be eligible for early retirement with a full severance package and pension.
Man. How do I get that?
That's nice.
Hey, how do I get that deal, man?
I want that same deal.
An awesome job.
Hey, how does that conversation go? Hire me, but I'm taking a vacation with my family in 2 weeks. How does that conversation happen? That's what I want to know. Right, Ron?
Absolutely.
It's called telling people way ahead of time there, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. In your job interview.
Yes. Well,
I really want this job really, really bad, but I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. Can I still have the job?
I told him about it after I finalized the whole deal for the job, so get off my back.
That's so funny. I find that freaking hilarious, man. I do.
9 minutes into his first shift, he had already passed probation.
Guys,
That's
you guys
great, man.
That's
great. Guy goes into a job interview and says, "Oh, by the way, I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. Thanks for your job." Wow.
Guys, bad. Oh my God.
You know what? You want to know something? If I remember correctly, Mr. Sean.
Yes.
The job that you had at the school?
Yes.
You did the same thing, correct?
Yes.
You got the job and then 2 weeks later you went on vacation, right?
Yes. I did.
That's great, dude. Every time you get a new job, 2 weeks later you take a vacation.
Not only that, Jeff, the rate that he's going, his next job, he'll be given the 2 weeks holidays before his first shift.
Oh, gosh, you guys are bad. You guys are terrible. I thought we could at least have a chance to sit and think about how we shouldn't be roasting people here. Yeah.
That's a great way to go on job interviews. Can you? So this is not the first time you've had this discussion with an employee, have you?
He's got it down to a science.
He sure does, Ron.
Write a book, Sean. Write a book.
He's got it.
All of us will know your secrets.
Yeah, Ron. Ron. Exactly. You know what, Sean? I want you to write an ebook. How to get a job with knowing that you're going on vacation 2 weeks later.
Oh,
The first chapter is going to be the 3 must-haves when you go for a job interview. Your resume, your cover letter, and your request for your first job vacation.
You guys are bad.
And don't forget about the plane tickets. You got to show them the plane tickets. Look,
what
boss,
is this, an
I already bought them.
autobiography of my life with all the vacations I took? Remember, I went to Washington, D.C. last year.
Yeah, I know. That was right after you got the new job. That's the only way this guy goes on vacation is when he gets a new job. Gets a new job. 2 weeks later, he goes on works 3 shifts and goes on vacation.
Nice.
Wow, man, I want that kind of job, man.
Me too.
That's a serious workflow right there, man. Guy's gonna work 16 days. He's gonna go on another vacation. He goes on vacation, then he comes back for like 2 days, and then he goes on vacation again, right, Sean?
Well, remember, I'll be coming back from Iowa, and then I have to go on vacation again the 6th through the 8th of June. I've got another trip I got to make.
What is
You
that?
have to go? I like that. I have to go.
He has to
Yes,
go.
I have to.
I have to go.
Life and death.
Okay.
I have to go.
I want to
man.
make sure I've got this straight. You've got the Memorial Day long weekend, which is the 23rd. You're going to be gone for how long? A week? Almost 2 weeks?
May 28th.
You're going to be back for
2nd.
16 minutes, and then you got to go on holidays again for June 6th.
Yeah, he's
What's
leaving.
the matter with going to a family graduation? There's nothing wrong with that.
Ron, he's leaving on May 28th, and he's coming back to do the show on the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, and then he leaves on May 6th.
June 6th, and then June 6th through the 8th.
Yeah, June 6th through the 8th.
And then
every 3 days that he works, he gets 2 weeks holidays.
Unbelievable.
Man, that's nice.
It's because I'm a good worker. I do
A good worker.
job.
You work.
You haven't proved anything. You've been there for 1 shift.
I'm a good worker.
I still got the time off because they say in the outline of that whole contract that you can request time off like 2 weeks in advance. So that's exactly what I did. Don't I get a cheer or a toast of a drink right here for that?
I want to know how this guy keeps getting jobs knowing and telling his employers he's going on vacation 2 weeks later.
It goes something like this, Jeff. Sean, congratulations. You've got yourself the job. Sean goes, thank you very much. Where's the vacation request form?
Holy freaking moly. Hey,
Are we-
this is not the first time he's done this.
Well, I had to go to D.C. I never had been to the East Coast. I had to go to D.C. and stuff.
How great is that this is not the first time he's done it?
Sean, you have got the biggest
Gift.
balls I've known.
You got the gift, dude. You have to write a book. You got
Well,
the
maybe
gift.
if I get to be famous one day with this whole radio business, I'll just write a book about my life.
No,
you don't need the radio business.
You write
People
a book.
want to know your secrets. You'll
That's
become
right.
famous because of your secrets.
That's right. You write a book just on that alone, dude. You'll be famous just because of that. You'll be going around doing seminars just because of that alone. You know what, Ron? I think I'm going to be his manager. You're going to be his agent, and Nick, you're going to be his business manager.
All right.
This way, all three of us get a piece of the pie.
Request form. I got to fill it out right now.
That's right, Sean. We all putting in vacation requests right now.
Yeah, I need a 2 weeks vacation.
I think we all need to get a piece of this pie. He'll write the book, and then we'll send them out on a book tour and speaking tour, and we'll all make money.
I was just thinking about that book tour. It's only going to be 3 days long because the next 2 weeks he'll be off.
Okay, we're going to do a book tour for 3 days at a spot. We're going to do book tour for 3 days, take 2 weeks off. 3 days, take 2 weeks off. 3 days, take 2 weeks off. We'll get around to the rest of the country.
Oh, my.
That's great, Sean. You should. I'm serious. You should write a book on how to do it. Hey, we're going to run to a quick and final update of the day. You're listening to Jeff, Sean, Nicholas, and Ron on Sports World Radio.
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us. And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. If you missed it, Sean Mann is going to be writing a book on how to get a 2 weeks vacation in your first job interview. That's going to be the title of the book.
I think the employer has got to be in shock when he asks for it, really, because the time frame is job interview, request for time off, and then your first shift.
No, actually, it's job interview, work a couple of shifts, then put in a request.
No, because he's already
requesting.
He's already got the approval for the vacation. He's only worked one shift, so he must have submitted it on the first shift or even before the first shift.
He's admitting the request during the interview.
Unbelievable.
Soon as they hire him, he says, "Can I have a vacation request form, please?"
That's great.
And not just once, but twice.
Oh, well.
You know what? I can't wait till next year when he gets a new job for the summer and he does it again.
That'd be awesome.
What? That's not true.
Because that's what's going to happen, because this is going to be for just the summer, and then we'll go through the winter and he won't have a job, and then the summer he'll get a new job and he'll put in a request because he goes on vacation the same time every year. Him and his family do it. He'll put in a request, and then he'll definitely have to write a freaking book because that'll be the third time in a row.
Sure, that's easy for you to say.
I'm telling you, I'm pointing it out now a year in advance, my friend. Unstinking believable. All right, we're in the last segment of the show. Nicholas Spiver, Ron Gallo, Sean Mann, Jeff Pascal, all joining you here on Sports World Radio. Whole bunch of stuff to talk to. Where do you want to go next, guys? Let's let Ron choose.
Real quickly, let's go back to the NHL just for a second. Of course, when you're in the playoffs and you start winding down, we're into the final four teams. The other 26 teams are starting to do things to build for next year. The Vancouver Canucks, as you know, they got rid of their general manager. They fired their head coach, John Tortorella, on May the 1st. By the way, John Tortorella, some bad stories coming out of Vancouver and out of that dressing room. There was a player that was sitting in the dressing room, and John Tortorella didn't see him sitting there. And then when he noticed him 15 minutes into the player meeting, he's like, "Good for you to join us." And the player's like, "I was here." Instead of admitting that he was wrong, John Tortorella went on and on and on about how you have to have respect and show up for meetings on time. It was bizarre. Wow. But anyways, Tortorella is gone. Mike Gillis is gone. Jim Benning, the former assistant general manager of the Boston Bruins, has been named the general manager of the Vancouver Canucks. And he is to start the search for the next head coach with Trevor Linden, the president. And, of course, there is the draft coming up as well in late June.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Would you like to have a urinal in your bathroom in your house?
A urinal in the bathroom in your house. Yeah, I've thought about that. Not in recent years, but I've thought about that.
Nick?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty nice if you could have that.
Sean?
I think it'd be okay.
I think it'd be okay. Okay, vacation. Okay, boo-boo.
Oh, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Hey,
thanks a lot,
boo-boo.
Ron. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ron. Yeah, see what you just started right now with that. Now it's another nickname I have to add to the list.
See, hey, you don't have to add it to the list. Who said you have to add it to the list? You did.
What do you mean? I've got a bunch of nicknames. Even Kenny C says it's like a rap musical with nicknames here.
Okay, boo-boo.
We need somebody to keep track of them because he ends up with a new one every week.
Yeah, well, that's
What?
Sean.
Oh, come on.
That's
And
Sean Mann, the update man's kind of stuck with him for a long time.
Yeah, and Jeff here. And what are you asking about bathrooms for? Great. Now you know Myth's going to have ideas and saying, "Oh, bathroom man would be thrilled with that idea."
Hey, speaking of bathrooms, how about would you like to have a bidet in your bathroom?
Nah, bidet. Get the hell out of here.
Bidet.
Bidet.
Sean's the only one that knows what that is.
Sean,
remember the Super Bowl and the blackout? What was the biggest concern that Sean had?
No, don't mention it on the air. There's
Yeah,
millions of people
when
that
the
are
lights,
wrong.
yeah,
No.
when lights went out, Sean was concerned with the people in the bathroom.
Well, I was just being considerate. You got to think of those people. They could get hurt when they're in the bathroom, or they could be hurt anywhere in the concession stand.
If I was sitting on a bidet, I'd be having problems right about when the lights went out. I'll tell you that. Okay, but I
one
can
more for you guys from the NHL. Again, it's coaching news.
I guarantee I ain't sitting on no bidet. Bidet.
Neither is Barry Trotz. After 15 years
Barry
with the
Trotz?
Nashville Predators, Trotz is going to be moving on to the Washington Capitals. At least that's the early
With a
report.
name like that, he better be sitting on the bidet.
Yeah, he's got the Trotz.
He better be cleaning himself up and sitting on the bidet, Mr. Trotz.
Wow. Oh, Sean.
Yes.
You and your bathroom breaks.
What's the matter? What? I have to clean them. I have to clean them. What do you expect?
Well, you're not cleaning them anymore. Now you're cleaning the park. Hey, Sean, is there a bathroom at the park?
Yeah, there's bathrooms at the park. Yes.
Are you cleaning the bathrooms at the park?
Yes, I'm cleaning the bathrooms at the park.
There he goes. Bathroom boy at work again.
Hey, I do a first-class job and a really good job with that.
That's why. They never seen the bathroom sparkle so well after your first shift, they gave you 2 weeks vacation.
Because they know I'm a good, honest, hard-working young man. That's right.
God, that's so funny. The bathrooms have never sparkled like this, Sean. You deserve 2 weeks.
I deserve 2. And I have to do a book. Oh my! Well, who's gonna write the book?
You.
What?
You're writing the book because you know how to do it. Nobody else knows how to get vacation in an interview.
Oh yeah, I could probably make the Pulitzer Prize.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Okay, Nicholas, what do you got for us?
All right, guys. You remember about 2 years ago, Allen, Texas, built a $60 million high school football stadium?
Yes.
Did you hear about that? Have you heard what happened to it?
No, I remember talking about it with you.
It is deemed unsafe. They have cracks in their concrete underneath the stadium. They're going to have to play the entire season. This Allen football team is going to have to play the entire season in a neighboring city's football stadium and having to pay them $5,300 for each game.
Way to go. What was the name of that high school?
Allen, Texas.
Way to go, Allen, Texas High School.
$60 million stadium, 18,000 seats. They sell season tickets. These guys, the same school almost sells out the entire lower bowl to AT&T Stadium for high school championship games. And now about 70% of their analysis has been complete and it's due unsafe. So they have to shut down for the entire football season.
Are they going to fix that thing or what?
They're going to fix it, yeah, but it's going to... It's only 2 years old. It's already having concrete.
It's already got cracks. Already got cracks in the concrete.
Yeah, they have a high definition board. They have a second deck on the sideline. They have a Chick-fil-A as a sponsor. Texas Barbecue Joints as a sponsor. I mean, this is exactly the stuff that's out of Friday Night Lights, the movie.
They screwed the pooch.
And now both the companies that designed it and the construction company are bidding $1 million to repair the work that they just did 2 years ago.
That's crazy. So now the contractor's going to make more money.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, how does that happen? You're spending – it's a $119 million bond that for the school district. Allen, Texas is pretty good size, and they'll have one high school. But this was the home to almost all the sports teams had locker rooms in it. It's joined to the state next to the school.
Wow.
Nice field turf. I mean, this, like I said, they sold season tickets just like a college stadium. And it's closed after 2 years.
Wow. They screwed the pooch.
I mean, how does that happen? You spend $60 million. I mean, you got to get it right the first time.
You got to blame that on the contractors, don't you?
I would think so. And that they're going to hire the same people again? I hope they don't hire the same people to fix it.
I hope not. That'd be pretty stupid. That'd be really stupid.
This team sells out wherever they go. I mean, they're a big draw in Texas.
Wow, that's just crazy. I hope they get that fixed. Okay, we only got a couple of minutes left. Let's get to one more topic really quick. Go ahead, Sean.
Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota.
That's right. Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. What do you think, Jeff?
It's going to be cold outside.
Not with their new building.
Yeah, it'll be cold outside, but not inside the building. Right?
Have you seen that building? It looks like a Viking ship.
It's a dome building, correct?
Yeah, it's going to have this glass, some kind of see-through glass at the top.
Yeah, so you can see the snow when it's up on top of the ceiling, right?
And apparently it's built so it doesn't hold snow. It's going to immediately fall off, and there's gutters around it, so there's no snow or ice falling on people. Because that happened at Texas, at the Super Bowl, was it Dallas?
Yes.
They had ice falling on people.
Well, Jerry Jones deserves it.
Well, Jerry Jones was the one who screwed up the whole seating arrangement.
Yeah.
But this
That's
place
crazy.
has guttering and stuff to prevent that, and the roof is built so no snow or ice or anything is going to stay on top of it. It's just going to fall off.
And it's not even built yet, right?
No, it's 2016 will be done.
Yeah, they're saying that it will be done in plenty of time.
It better be done in plenty of time.
Unlike the Brazil football stadiums, soccer stadiums that are still being built, and it's next month.
How crazy is that? Hey, well, listen. Where would you rather go and watch the freaking Super Bowl? Minnesota or San Diego?
San Diego.
Exactly. What the hell's going on here, Minnesota?
I don't know if they have a nice stadium.
They hosted a Super Bowl in the early '90s. There, that was when the Redskins played the Bills.
92. I remember that.
They're not going to have another Super Bowl until the Chargers get a new stadium.
Are the Chargers going to stay in San Diego, or are they going to leave?
Who knows? They just came out with new pictures of new renderings of their downtown stadium and all that too. So who knows?
And Los Angeles is itching for a football team.
Yeah, who knows what the hell's going on here? Hey, you know something? That's been the 2 hours that we've been here talking to you guys. We got to get the flock out of here. Our time is up, kiddos. Thank you for everybody for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. For Sean Mann, Ron Gallo, Nick Spiva, I'm Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio. Peace out, bitches.
Peace.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?